Yo, what's going on, you guys? What's up? We have Quest 2 of Wheel of Fate. That's what's up today. And getting right into it, this is the guide, of course. This is my third time recording this, actually. Don't ask me why. But I'll have the gameplay footage coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. If you want to see the actual gameplay, which I'm sure you will want to. The full guide. But right now is the regular guide with just my best options and who I used, not the gameplay. So that will be coming out later. First fight, we have Gorr. Now Gorr is gonna be, these are the tags for Gorr. So it is size medium and defensive utility. And look who we have here. So only 7 stars actually. And so this is who we have to use. I used Wong, and Wong works really well for Gorr. He can. You just get all the the Eldritch spells, or yeah, get all your Eldritch spells, green, blue, orange. And once you have all 3, you'll gain a lot of power from your heavy attacks. And you're gonna want to use your special 3 to Fate Seal Gorr, because then he won't be regenning, but that's near the end of the fight. In the beginning of the fight, you gotta get your Eldritch spells, and then you can go for some special 2s to get a ton of damage. But as he starts to out-regen you, you are going to want that Fate Seal, so you're gonna want to use your special 3 instead of special 2. But once you get a Fate Seal on him, you can go for some special 2s. It's just gonna be tough because you're gonna need to get back to another special 3, so this guy Gorr doesn't regen it all back. But Wong works really well. Just over time, you'll start doing more and more damage, and eventually you can probably out damage Gorr. My bad. And he actually is pretty fun to use. But the best option that I did not use is Adam Warlock, because Adam Warlock is an absolute nuke, and he will take out Gorr even with the regen. There's no other way around it. He's pretty much the best option for this fight here. Same fight, different tags. That's how this whole kind of event here goes. And for the next fight, we have Dazzler. So I use Spider-Ham, and I just I watched out for the dynamo charges, because you knock her down, obviously she gains the power. So it's rather you take a special 2 into your block, or you just don't really knock her down, because you don't need to knock her down unless you want to pause your porker poppers. And the only time I really knocked her down was once I got a lot of porker poppers on that little fill meter with Spider-Ham, you know, the passive ones, and then you use a special 3 and it applies all those built up porker poppers. So I got like 30 on her, and then, you know, it popped and she took a ton of damage. But I really just kind of baited out her special attacks, special 1s, and just hit her normally, and that worked. But you can also use these other champions. I know for the looks of it, I would say, could Silk work? I honestly haven't seen anyone use Silk. I think she could definitely work. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think she could work. And it looks like Spider-Man, what's his name? Stark in Hand Spider-Man could really work here. I only have him rank 1. I need to rank him up one day. It's just he's a niche. I don't know if he's really niche. It's just special kind of champion to rank up. But not yet. Not today, man. Sorry. But he could definitely work here. However, there are other fights you can use him in. But yeah, very simple Dazzler fight, kind of patient. We have Lady Deathstrike here, probably the best fight here with Power Shield, because Medusa destroys this fight. I'm using hand motions in real life. It's so crazy. I'll post you'll see it floating around if you're doing the Wheel of Fate in this quest 2. You'll see it. I'll post it too. But she destroys this fight. Her special attacks do like 20% of Lady Deathstrike's health. I believe I have a rank, I believe it's a rank, probably rank 3. Yeah, rank 3 Medusa, but still, it doesn't even matter. If she's rank 1, she's going to destroy this fight. So much damage on her special attacks. You don't even need the bleed damage really. You know, yeah, she just does so much raw damage. Medusa is actually a broken champion. But actually, looks like Black Widow Deadly Origin could definitely work here. That looks like a fun time. Gamora could definitely work here. I do want to I want to rank her up in the future. She seems like a really fun champion. But all those buffs, Gamora could definitely work here. Ironheart probably, Spider-Ham, Storm, But yeah, main options, Medusa for sure, and Black Widow Deadly Origin, and Gamora. But definitely Medusa, please. Try Medusa if you have her. Next we have Enchantress. Now Enchantress, no brainer, gotta go with Hulk or Quicksilver. Just normal annoying Enchantress fight, the worst probably fight in this whole quest. Well, let's see here. I think the worst fight for me is probably the Thanos or the Enchantress fight, honestly. But yeah, Enchantress just annoying as usual. Hulk or Quicksilver, class advantage, and they just work pretty well. You could use these other champions. I don't see a problem with really any of them. It's just gonna be a tough time, so that's unfortunate. But Hulk or Quicksilver for sure. It's just Matador, unblockable specials. You know, it is what it is. Just kind of Hulk. You can try to stun lock her, and actually got some good damage off stun locking her. But I would play it safe. You know, you don't have to time your furies with your special attacks. I mean, if you're low on health, like 5% health, you can wait till you get your furies and then try to stun lock Enchantress. That just so that you don't waste your rest of your health. You just get a nice stun lock going and get a ton of damage. But other than that, it's a patient fight. You just play it how it's meant to be played, or you stun lock her. You can try. I mean, it's not gonna work every time, all the time, but it'll work pretty well. Next, we have actually kind of a fun fight. This is Thor Ragnarok. We have Hyperion here. Cyclops can work, but he's for a later fight, and Phoenix can work, but she is for a later fight. And these other champions could work. Nightcrawler probably, Gambit, I guess. These other champions definitely could work. Of course, all these champions can work. But I used Hyperion. Just a ton of heavy attacks. You know, Special 1 Furies, Special 1 Incinerates do a lot of damage to Thor Ragnarok. Special 2s do a ton of damage because it's Hyperion. And it's a normal fight. You know, you can do this fight with pretty much any champion. Just normal, nice Hyperion fight. Watch for the brace for impact node, of course. And knock him down when he has, or hit him with a special attack, I think. When he has his power gain, I think that's how you get rid of it. Yeah, same thing as Quest 1, because if you guys are watching this, you've done Quest 1. But, you've probably done Quest 1. So, just this fight with Hyperion, just probably easier than the first go around. I don't forget who I used in the first quest, but probably easier. Next we have Arcade. Arcade's gonna be Serpent. So, ooh, we have some pretty cool options here. I go with Serpent because Beta Ray build is for later for me personally. Deathless Shield, I think she's for later, maybe not. But she can't counter the, what's it called, the auto block. She cannot counter that. Bishop, no. Gallon could work, probably. You guys, by the time, it depends which video you watch first, but if you're watching this video, I pulled a 7-star Gallon, pretty crazy. That post will be out. It's like at the end of the gameplay video where I open the crystals, you know, the rewards. But yeah, it seems like Gallon, Beta Ray Bill, and Serpent can work the best. Odin, maybe. But yeah, these three cosmics, but I would say Beta Ray Bill and then Gallon, Serpent just kind of works better here. I do think he has Steadfast, though. I think Arcade has Steadfast because it's really hard. It was really hard for me to get off unblockable special attacks in this fight. But still, either way, just don't get debuffs on you with your man Serpent. And just play it safe. Just play it safe. Same thing with other fights. Even though you are playing with Serpent, just play it safe still. If he doesn't have steadfast or whatever, or auto block or whatever, use your unblockable special attacks and play it like you're meant to play Serpent, you know? It's a pretty simple normal fight though, nothing too crazy. Normal Serpent fight, just against an annoying arcade. Next we have Leader. Now, might be tempting for me to go with a rank 4 Bullseye, but actually I went with well, let me see here, because there are a lot of other fights that these champions could have been used for. For Leader, I'm pretty sure I went with Photon, because if let me just look real quick. I want to make sure. Yeah, right here. Yeah, okay. So I went with Photon because Photon, you know, she's been used in these quests before. I just was confused. But yeah, I used Photon. Bullseye, save for later for me personally, but he can work here. Juggernaut, bro, it's not really gonna work. Same with Chavez. Not really gonna work. It could. Luke Cage could work here, but I use him for later as well. So I use Photon here. Just a nice Photon fight. Get all the debuffs on the Leader and chuck your unblockable special attacks. Watch out for that green door field with the degen. It does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. So just watch out for that. And you gain power gain here, you know, it helps a lot. But yeah, normal Photon fight against the Leader, just dex his special ones, maybe his special twos if you can. But it's pretty hard to do. I've not done that yet. So yeah, normal Photon fight, watch out for his green death door field, whatever it's called, with the degen. And Photon should work, just a little slow of a fight unless you have her like rank 3. Next, we have everyone's favorite Bullseye. You know, nothing crazy here because he's already a tough defender. And this is honestly a Cyclops fight or Dazzler fight. So, like, everyone pretty much can work here-ish. Cyclops, I played it wrong, I think. I don't know how else I could have mitigated the damage, but I took a ton of block damage with Cyclops and stuff. However, you can get off a lot of damage with Cyclops each like run you do. So Cyclops, you can, you know, get all your precisions and just chuck your special attacks, do a lot of damage. But also Dazzler could work because she has the actually I think Bullseye counters falter. But Dazzler has the Pursuit, which works well too. And it's easier to keep up, I'm pretty sure. Cyclops has that, what's it called? Is it like True Focus, I think, or something? And so his True Focus only lasts until you get another Precision. It lasts like 5 seconds or 6 seconds. I don't know. It's not that bad, but still, you gotta watch out to maintain it. So yeah, Cyclops, Dazzler. You might need some revives because it's this Bullseye. Come on, that's fine. It's fine. It's Bullseye. This is why you get revives for like these fights. But yeah, those two champions work here. I use Cyclops. Fun fight, kind of. I mean, not with all that block damage, but it was alright. Next up, we have Human Torch. Now this is what I saved Deathless She-Hulk for. She works really well in this fight. Just remember the energy damage. Do not give this guy energy damage with the adaptive override, and all those traumas will build up. However, if you do not knock him down before every 10 seconds, you're gonna lose all your traumas. But eventually you'll do enough damage and knock him down enough, and Deathless She-Hulk should work. You'll probably have enough debuffs to get rid of this node, and the protection is normal, just, you know, medium combo ender, final hit of a heavy attack, or final hit of a special attack. That's what it is. That's just how this fight normally is. But yeah, pretty much normal fight with Deathless Shield. Just gotta just gotta knock him down pretty often to keep your traumas on him. But it should be a fun time if you play it right. However, you can easily get melted in that fight. Not one of the hardest fights, but then again, it's tricky. So just be careful. Next fight we have Serpent. The red lining is nice. And he's stun immune pretty much. That's pretty much it. But the other node is while far away, the defender's fury, unblockable true damage, and power gain buffs are paused, which is what it's whatever, because you're gonna be using America Chavez. You know, all these options can work, but bro, America Chavez, that's what it is. These other options, these other options will probably just get you screwed over, unless maybe Wong. I don't know. Faith Seal. Yeah, I'd just go America Chavez. I don't know what else I'd really use, man. Kind of sucks. But America Chavez, you get a ton of power from redlining and just playing her normally, and then you can still stun him, but it's just gonna be a little trickier. But yeah, normal America Chavez fight, a long Serpent fight, and you have a lot of power. So just watch out for your block damage though, because I did die to block damage, but still America Chavez cooks this fight pretty much, the whole thing. Next we have Spiral. Last 3 fights here. Spiral with the Arrogance, Falter, Dancing Blades, when she activates a special. Obstinate and Charge, so you have to parry her twice. And Combat Deja Vu, so you can't land the same basic attack or she goes unblockable. And you can't nullify it because there's no Mystic Champions here. So we're going to go ahead and use Luke Cage here. Class advantage, and he has debuffs, and it's whatever. It works. Deadpool X-Force can work here as well. I think it's more of a patient fight, but Deadpool X-Force is Deadpool X-Force. You can definitely work here. Black Widow Deadly Origin could probably work here as well. But actually, I did not use Luke Cage, my bad. These are all good options, honestly. So Deadpool X-Force can work, so can Luke Cage, so can Black Widow Deadly Origin. This is where I use Bullseye. It's pretty obvious. I mean, I was boosted, rank 4 Bullseye. He actually did a pretty good amount of damage. I think I soloed this fight. Pretty fun fight with Bullseye, not gonna lie, because you also counter the Falter. You don't miss. So, pretty simple fight with Bullseye. Honestly, I think this is one of the most fun fights. I don't know why. Just using Bullseye on offense, like a really chunky Bullseye with all the boosts and everything, was actually pretty fun. So definitely a cool Bullseye fight. Or you can use a lot of these other options. These 4 on the top will be your main options. I think Yelena Belova, maybe. I did pull her as well, as you will see in the video that should be coming out soon. She seems pretty fun, honestly. I'm looking for that Bastion and Spider Woman. I need Bastion or Spider Woman. I'm gonna need that, you guys. I'm gonna need Bastion or Spider Woman, but she's still good. Her and Gallon are pretty good. Next up, though, we have Dust. So this fight, I've seen a couple counters. Your main options are gonna be Phoenix and Sunspot. So I don't know really about anyone else. I've just seen Phoenix and Sunspot. Sunspot, you kind of get your incinerates, recycle, do your prowess and stuff. It seems a bit slow and annoying. Yeah, you could probably use some of these other champions too for sure. But Phoenix works the best. Like, she has armor breaks on her heavy attack, so you can get rid of the turtling node. And this node right here that gives her a chance to glance. However, when you do apply the armor break, she's gonna go unblockable passively for 8 seconds. So that's fine, because Phoenix can work. She can work around that unblockable. It's just unblockable. but you won't be getting glanced. So I don't exactly know how to play Phoenix, but I got to a certain rotation and it was starting. I had like a ton of incinerates and I was doing a ton of damage. And this fight was honestly pretty fun near the end. But yeah, that footage will be out soon. It should be. So I use Phoenix here, get rid of the armors, and work around the unblockable. You can just wait it out as well. But you're probably going to want to intercept there. And you don't need to parry her, really. You don't really need to parry her. But also, I don't know if this passive stun from her heavy attack applies to this node. I don't know if Phoenix, her passive stun really works with this node here. I think you should be fine. I think I would have remembered. But yeah, Phoenix is definitely going to be your option for this fight. So could Sunspot, but Cyclops could work also if you didn't use him already. Dazzler possibly. Bishop, meh. Professor X, yeah. Danny Moonstar, yeah, sure. I don't really see any other great options besides Phoenix though. And for the final fight, Deathless Thanos, same as last quest obviously, but your options are quite lackluster. However, you know, Mantis can work for sure. Get your damage up with Mantis. Just normal Mantis fight against a really chunky defender on Deathless Thanos with the reverse controls and everything. Moondragon, I believe, is reverse control immune. So you can use her, I think. Yeah. Oh my gosh, voice crack. Hold on. Sorry. Just excuse me. But yeah, reverse control immune. She can work here. I just don't have her ranked up that much. So I ended up going for Beta Ray Bill. Now, I'm not reverse control immune with Beta Ray Bill, but he has a grit buff. So you're going to throw heavy attacks a lot with Beta Ray Bill, and that way you won't be getting... You won't have to deal with the unstoppable from Deathless Thanos, which is pretty helpful. So, but Beta Ray Bill is just, yeah, you throw your heavy attacks, get the grit, and then once you get to a special 2, you wait till Deathless Thanos has no power, and then you charge up your special 2 with your heavy attack, and you do like a normal Beta Ray Bill cycle, or try to at least. And you actually get a pretty good amount of damage if you can do that. I mean, this is a rank 3, and you'll see in the footage, it's honestly pretty good. This is a really patient fight. It's probably the most patient fight in this whole quest. But yeah, Beta Ray Bill might take a few revives like it did for me. Keep your grit buff up if you can, and get your shocks on him and do the rotation, the Beta Ray Bill cycle, you know, the Beta Ray Bill rotation if you can. But he should be fine for this fight. I just had a hard time dexing all the special attacks that I was getting thrown at, that were getting thrown at me. So that was the only real issue with me. And reverse controls is obviously annoying. But yeah, that's going to do it for the quest, man. Let me know any questions or comments in the comments. And much quicker guide. Hopefully the what am I trying to say, content. Hopefully the gameplay will be up soon. And I do want to stream the last quest here. I don't know if I'm going to. It could be today. Maybe. I might just stream it today and knock it out the way. The last quest with all these sweet rewards. But then again, also, I do want to complete some battlegrounds, so I have some radiance just in case I need to rank up any champions. But I could do that after the Wheel of Fate. So I might stream last thing here of Wheel of Fate. I don't know. I kind of want to, but yeah, be on the lookout for that. It might get a little too late by the time this gets posted. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might just try to set it up and do it like tomorrow. I don't know. I might just not be able to stream it, which kind of sucks because I have a lot going on this week. But yeah, streaming is not out of the question. Just might be too crunched on time. So hopefully this guide helped in the end. Yeah, hopefully this guide helped. Pretty fun. It's a challenging quest, but if you have the revives and champions it's honestly kind of fun. It's more challenging than fun. Just by a little bit, just by a tad. I don't know. It's quite challenging, but yeah, we could have had better rewards. But I mean, hopefully this guide helped. Still pretty good rewards, and yeah, hopefully you guys, if you have any questions, anything, so let me know in the comments. I'll be in the comments. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and of course, I'll be seeing you guys all very soon.